Hi, just a brief who cares, and here's is my review of A Silent Voice the movie. And yep, this film got to me of what it is about mental health, and I go into that in a minute and what I like about it. So before I go all into that detail, I'll tell you what the plot is. Firstly, the plot is about this girl who moved to a new school and she's deaf, and basically the whole class, especially this one boy, the main boy, he's the main character of the movie, bully this girl, and the boy, where it said he do it the worst, and got to a boy that much to the point that she ended up moving school. So obviously the school got to investigate it, which they did, and basically obviously the main boy can't get the blame, but then he stuck to himself saying, yeah, I bullied it, but some of the other class did it, and obviously the class went against him saying, no, we didn't, even though it did, and got to the point that he got all the flack. But on the aftermath of it, he got bullied because obviously he tried to bring the other class members too, not bring them down with him, and he got bullied for a couple of years. Then it skips a couple of years later, where you see his character, which he sells all his stuff, he closes his bank, and he tried to commit suicide because of the guilt what he done of bullying that girl, and plus a bit of trauma from the bullying. But mainly it's about the girl he's bullied, and he feel guilty. He feel like what he's done is he's a monster, which again he is, but again, and in the last second he don't commit suicide, and he end up trying to make amends of the deaf girl, and that's basically is the plot. Now, before you all say why not saying these names, because I can't. In anime, I can say a few names, and I don't. Again, in other reviews I've done on anime, I can say some names, but some I can't. But on this one, because the film that good, I don't insult the names. So, what I like about this film, the main one, as I said at the beginning, is the message of multiple messages. The main one is mental health, with there's multiple different mental health in this. Like for example, like I said in the beginning of the movie, the deaf girl got bullied, but the thing is, before she left, she did make a friend, just other girl, and that's the thing too. The class picked on it, or the girl, instead of her standing up to herself or still being with the deaf girl. Again, you don't need the class to be friends, but you got a friend, isn't it? Instead of having that attitude, she ended up leaving the school earlier and got to another school, and to a point, and then years later, obviously she's got trauma from that. She feel bad, and she feel bad that's not down up to herself. But again, one good message there. And of course, the main one is our main male character, which is with the girl, he's punishing himself because what he done. Cause what I mean by punishing himself, well, he go to a bigger school, obviously, where most people don't know what he done, but he made himself as an outcast. He don't speak to people, he don't look at them, because he punished himself because what he done. He feel that guilty. He put that pressure on his head, on himself, which, God, he done that so well, and he done so well with that. This was no good thing too about this film is the animation. Yeah, it may not be the best animation compared to all anime movies or other animes, but on what I said, him putting pressing on himself or feeling guilty, he showed that in the animation style. Like for example, what I said before, he won't have people, he don't talk to people, and he don't want to make new friends because of what he done. So any single person in the background or any single character that you don't speak to got a cross on their face, which I thought that is so well done. And the storytelling too is a very good thing too. Like I said before, in the beginning of the movie, the main lad boy and this girl. Then after she left, and then obviously he tried to, tell the whole class on anniversary, not just him. Then he got bullied. Basically, what he done to the girl, the class done to him, which I thought is so well done. And another message too is getting to take your own medicine anniversary, which again, another good message in that. And there's all the mental health stuff. Again, I don't go into it because I don't want to too much. There's all the mental health stuff in this too, not just like suicidal thoughts. There's all kind of, and they do it so well. And another good thing I like about it is the characters. I love basically most of the characters except for one. We're gonna go into it a bit in a minute. And each character, you do fucking care. You care about their mental health. Again, each one got problems. Yeah, they one or two don't move on and whatever, but you still like them, even though they're not in the mood that much, not in scenes that much. You're like, oh, okay, you know what I mean? So, okay, before I go into this one character, which is probably the only names that I got this film, please give this timestamp because obviously I don't want to win the film for you because I will win some bit of spoilers. So, I'll give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, this bitch. I can't stand her. She is a horrible bitch. And I explain why. In the beginning of the film, I don't mind her because obviously she's a kid. And I get what he's trying to do. She's jealous of this girl, you know what I mean? And she's a boy's hair, you know what I mean? Fine, whatever. But again, a couple of years later, where everyone grows up, you know what I mean? You know, bigger school. Yeah, I know bigger school you can still get bullied, but not to the point where she does it. You know what I mean? She's over the top. Got to the point that, like I said, most of the film is just this main character trying to make up, it's really become friends with that girl, and it getting along. Got to the point that she sees them together, and then she starts bullying her. It's like very bitch, you know what I mean? Got to the point that she actually says she hates her. Again, why? What's he done? Yeah, I get it, you're jealous of her in the beginning of the film, but she still blames her. And then you go to very later on the film, where they all had a nice day out to the fair, and then she took her to the Ferris wheel. The deaf girl took the deaf girl to the Ferris wheel, and then basically some of the stuff he says is vile, saying that it's your fault that what he's done. It's your fault for we're all split up. It's your fault if you're not alive. It's like, fuck you, bitch. You know what I mean? Got to the point that she's trying to commit suicide. The deaf girl. And lucky enough, the main character came in and saves her, but he fell down and he become comatose. And then what making it more worse, this bitch stood, on bed, sit on bedside with this lad, and this, the deaf girl tried to come in, and she come blocking it, and said no, and called on it, trying to block it. And before that, she was attacking it, saying that it's your fault, even though it's your fucking fault. Yeah, technically, yeah, I know some people will say, yeah, I get mad too, you find out that, he tried to say a girl tried to commit suicide, and he ended up being comatose. I get that, but she's the one that caused her had that mental breakdown in the first place, you fucking hypocrite. And then you got the deaf girl trying to help her. It's like, fuck off. And then near the end of the movie, which she said I still hate her, but then later on, minutes after, she went sign language, and she done like one joke, and then people, oh yeah, she's our friend group. No, fuck off. The best thing you can do to your little friend group is fuck her off, and she is a fucking bitch, and I don't care. She's a horrible character. That's my little rant over. So, my final thoughts. Yeah, it's a masterpiece. It's gorgeous. The animation is gorgeous. The characters are good, except for one. And the story and the message of this film is so strong. Yet you made up your fast passing action, anime or action movie. It is a good drama. And the thing is, yeah, it's 2 hours and 5 minutes long. But then you watch it, it flies by so quickly. Seriously, if you haven't seen this film, watch this film. If you're not an anime fan, watch this film because the message of this film is so good. So I give it a 9 out of 10 just for that. It's 9 out of 10. It is a masterpiece. So give me your thoughts of of the sale of this movie. If you like it, or again, if you don't, leave it down below. I want to see what your everyone's opinions are. Again, everyone's got different tastes. And also, if you like this review, give it a like. Or if you want to see more reviews like this, subscribe. And that's it. So, just been a break. Who cares? See you on the next one.